Yeah, this is meant to be one of the better translations. Actually, some say it's the best translation of the Heart Sutra. So you generally recite this pretty quickly. I'll recite it quickly enough that it's still understandable. In English, it's called the Heart Essence of the Perfection of Sublime Knowing, the Transcendent, Accomplished, and Victorious Goddess. Thus have I heard, at one time the transcendent and accomplished conqueror was abiding on Vulture Peak in Rajgir, accompanied by an enormous sangha of monks and an enormous sangha of bodhisattvas. At that time the transcendent and accomplished conqueror was resting in equipoise in the meditative absorption of examining phenomenon known as the state of profound perception. Also at that time the great and courageous bodhisattva, the exalted Avalokiteshvara, was looking intently into the profound way that sublime knowing is perfected, and saw with precision that the 5 mind-body aggregates are empty of self-nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the worthy Shariputra spoke the following words to the great and courageous bodhisattva, the exalted Avalokiteshvara. How should any child of spiritual heritage proceed who wishes to engage in the profound way that sublime knowing is perfected? Once he had said these words, the great and courageous bodhisattva, the exalted Avalokiteshvara, spoke the following words to the worthy Shariputra. O Shariputra, any sons or daughters of spiritual heritage who wish to engage in the profound way that sublime knowing is perfected should see with precision as follows. They should see precisely, correctly, and intimately that their 5 mind-body aggregates are empty of self-nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form, and form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, sensations, perceptions, conditioning factors, and modes of consciousness are empty. O Shariputra, thus all phenomenon are emptiness. They are without characteristics, unborn, unceasing, immaculate, and free of flaws. They do not diminish, and they do not increase. O Shariputra, therefore, with emptiness there is no form, there is no sensation, there is no perception, there are no mental states, and there is no consciousness. There are no senses of sight, hearing, smell, touch, taste, or discursive mind. There are no forms, no sounds, no odors, no taste, no tactile sensations, no concepts. There are no components from sight on to discursive mind, and on further to the component of consciousness based on discursive mind. There is neither ignorance nor the absence of ignorance, and so forth, including neither aging and death, nor the absence of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, no origin of suffering, no sensation of suffering, no path. There is no timeless awareness, no attainment, and no lack of attainment. O Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment for bodhisattva, they abide instead by relying on the perfection of sublime knowing. Since their minds are unobscured, they are fearless. They are far beyond any misconceptions, and so they reach the consummate state of nirvana. Moreover, all Buddhas abiding throughout the 3 times become Buddhas, awakening perfectly and completely to unsurpassable, true, and perfect enlightenment by relying on the perfection of sublime knowing. Therefore, since the mantra of the perfection of sublime knowing, the mantra of supreme intrinsic awareness, the unsurpassable mantra, the mantra that brings equalness to that which is unequal, the mantra that utterly pacifies all suffering, is not false, you should know it to be true. I recite the mantra of perfection of sublime knowing. Tatyata gati gati pada samgati bodhisoha. O Shariputra, thus a great and courageous bodhisattva should train in the perfection of sublime knowing. Then the transcendent and accomplished conqueror arose from the state of meditative absorption. He expressed his approval to the great and courageous bodhisattva, the exalted Avalokiteshvara, by saying, Excellent, excellent, O son of spiritual heritage, it is just so. In just the manner you have shown, one should engage in the profound perfection of sublime knowing. Those who have gone to suchness rejoice in this. Once the transcendent and accomplished conqueror has bestowed this command, they all rejoice. The worthy Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, all those in the retinue, and the entire world of gods, humans, demigods, and Gandharvas, they extolled the words spoken by the transcendent and accomplished conqueror. This concludes the heart essence of the perfection of sublime knowing. This is the end of Prajnaparamita. At the end, I pay homage to the Buddha, I pay homage to the Dharma, I pay homage to the Sangha, I pay homage to the Supreme Mother, the perfection of sublime knowing. May my words of truth be accomplished, just as in the past, the lords of the gods Indra, by contemplating the profound ultimate meaning of the perfection of sublime knowing and reciting these words aloud, turned back the evil Maras and all other counterproductive forces. So too may I, by contemplating the profound ultimate meaning of the Supreme Mother, perfection of sublime knowing, and reciting these words aloud, turn back the evil Maras and all counterproductive forces. May they be neutralized. May they be pacified. May they be utterly pacified. It says, after reciting this, conclude with the following. Things that occur due to interdependent connection are unceasing and unborn, can not be denied, yet are not permanent, do not come or go, are not separate, yet are not identical. This is a complete pacification of elaborations. This state of pacification is revealed by the speech of the perfect Buddhas, and to this holy truth I pay homage. Okay, so when they say Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha, other ones say Tatyata Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. So here's the translation. The words of the mantra correspond to the 5 paths of the Mahayana. The first repetition of the word Gati, gone, pronounced Gati, signifies the path of accumulation. The second Gati, the path of application. The word Paragati, gone beyond or further, the path of vision, which is also the first level of realization in the Bodhisattva approach. The word Parasamgati, gone far beyond or to the furthest limit, the path of meditation, which includes the 2nd through the 10th levels, and the word Bodhi, enlightenment or awakening, the final path, that of no more learning, which is the level of Buddhahood. The word Tatyata means thus it is, and Soha signifies coming to an auspicious conclusion. Okay, so oftentimes you won't hear Tatyata, which is thus it is. You'll hear Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha, and you can recite this. So I'll do a few recitations so you can hear it. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. Om Gati Gati Pada Gati Pada Sam Gati Bodhisoha. I hope this helps you.